Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Shadowrun Returns. I'm your Game Master Darius. I am just casually looking through some of the stuff. I'll see what I need to do in a hot second to see whether or not I want to bother with that. Anyways, last we left off, we have stormed the facility that Coyote's cousin is in, this Gino dude. So, hi. Rejected the BTL Gino's been writing. He gasps suddenly and his eyes flutter open. He looks confused, worse than the other chipheads you've seen. His lips are white and chapped, his eyes sunk into his head. There's vomit on his shirt and sweat on his forehead. When he speaks, his words are slurred. He's burnt. What the hell? Slaughtered me out. Who frickin' slaughtered me out? Coyote is shaking. She looks horrified. Gino, it's me, Carla. Gino looks to her with glazed eyes. No recognition. Slot me back in, goddammit. This is bullshit. I don't want to be here anymore. Slot me back in. He looks around the room angrily. His hand reaches for his implant. Coyote grabs his wrist, stops him. Gino, no. Coyote, be careful. Gino wrenches his hand from Coyote's grasp and the stagger back, reaches under his shirt and pulls out a gun. Coyote watches him, horrified, with tears in her eyes. Gino waves it around, blinking wildly. Back off. Just back the hell off. Take it easy, Gino. We're backing off. Presses his hands to the side of his head, his fingers still on the trigger, squints. What the hell is wrong with you people? We're trying to help you. This is the way you help me? Look at this place. Look at me. He looks around at the squalor of the room, then glimpses his own reflection in the machinery. Oh God, look at me. Those chips aren't reality, Gino. Come with us. It's real me. I can smell it, touch it. I can fraggin' taste it. I was a god in there. King. I was a king. Can you imagine it? He looks around the room, sees the squalor, the bodies, then he glimpses his own pitiful reflection in the machinery. No. Coyote shouts something, but it's too late. Gino jams the gun into his data jack and pulls the trigger. There's a pop, barely a gunshot, and he's gone. Shit. Yeah, I suppose in all reality, I wouldn't want to be in this world either. I'm sorry, Carla. So sorry. Coyote looks at you, tears in her eyes. Not stopping. Not now, not ever. She looks over at Paco, then back to you. A real rain is coming to Seattle, and it's gonna wash the scum off the streets. I'm gonna burn every motherfraggin' BTL shop in the sprawl until they're gone. Every motherfraggin' one. No, that's a proper response. Looking for trouble. Shannon's plan is the best lead you've got to find out more about the Ripper. But getting back to the warehouse is going to require some support, in case the dreck hits the fan. The Seamstresses Union will have exactly what you need, a fixer. Finding this necessary middleman and deal broker is key to most plans involving Shadowrunners. A good fixer is worth the new in. It's their job to have the contacts and know who's good at what. They'll put together the team you need. Magical support, skilled street samurai for muscle, or Nova Hot Decker for matrix work. Running the shadows is life and death gamble. It pays to hire the best Shadowrunners you can. So I guess we're gonna be doing that. John Bartlett. Cherry Bomb flags you down as you walk through the door. Hey Tormund, there's a woman looking for you. Jessica something. She's waiting for you by the stage. Bellevue type. Won't order anything. Won't touch anything. I think she's afraid of diseases or something. Thanks, Cherry. No charge, chummer. Why is the bar so empty today? We don't get much action in the early afternoon. Just a few salarymen slumming Touristville and hoping to talk to Madame Sinful and some die-hard regulars. Madame Sinful? That's what the downtown folks call Mrs. Kubota. It's a Touristville thing. They like her to have a naughty name like that. Who's around? I just got in, but I think Coyote's cleaning the back bar. Delilah is hanging out at his usual place. Vendors downstairs came in a few minutes after me. Oh, Bartlett's here. Don't think you met him. Whomst? John Bartlett. Big presence at the end of the bar. He's in the biz. Connected. You might want to meet him. That one guy still bothering you? You my ex, Shane? Yeah. Nah, hasn't been in since that last time. No calls or pages or handwritten notes either. Weird, he was so persistent. I guess he finally got the message. Maybe he'll find someone at that Universal Brotherhood of his and settle down. I'm gonna have a look around. Have fun. John Bartlett. Ooh. Full of life, with a quick smile, the man tilts his head and watches you approach. Hey guy, what's shaking? Little of this, little of that. I hear that, Omay. Omai? Omai. Omai Oshinderu. No. I might have something for you if you got the new in. Times money? I'm listening. Ever hear of the Nephilim network? Of course you have. An in-the-know guy like you has all the... as to have heard the premier Merc team out there. If you say so. We're a tight unit. We cost a bit more than the common rabble, but we're worth it. Ah. I guess that's him saying... Oh. I'm very busy. You show me something worth my time or you walk away. Ooh. I think this was another thing that I had incidentally seen because I had... but my charisma's already so high. I don't think... Yeah, I need 11 points total in order to get to the next point of etiquette. That's fine. Change your mind? Data from the NTSB. Renraku would pay to keep it quiet, and Ares would pay to know what it is. I got 800 new in for something like that. I gotta have Shadowrunner in order to make that it's 200 new in. Done. And your plot. I'm gonna unfortunately keep you waiting for just a little bit. Coyote's wiping down the back bar. She doesn't stop when you approach. Keeps her eyes on her work. Hey. You okay? Yep, fine. Listen, Torment, I don't want to talk about what happened with Gino, okay? What's done is done. Gino's dead, I'm alive, and that's all there is to it. Baron's right. Nothing more you can do or say. We're going to be looking for work. Your kind of work. So if something comes up, keep me in mind. I will. Gotta do this now. The afternoon checklist isn't gonna finish itself. More than reasonable. Glad to see you, Tormund. You too, Mr. Clue. Well, what's the state of those troops? Combat ready? Perhaps more than so than usual. Tensions are up. Word got around about the latest Ripper killing, and people aren't feeling safe. And when people feel unsafe, they either go to ground or they huddle up. You notice how empty the streets are these days? That's because everyone's either locked in their squats or holed up in places like this, or seeking refuge in the nearest Universal Brotherhood chapter house. Safety in numbers, Jumper. Not that we need numbers here. I got it covered. Got your side covers a lot. Take care, big guy. Later. Clue's pretty cool. So what am I talking to you about? If you're talking to me, there's a business to transact. Am I right? Of course you're right. It's your job to be right. This is correct. You're a smart guy. What can I do for you? Ooh. I guess I'm asking you to put together a crew. Got a scratch, or you're planning to pay me out of your earnings? How much is it going to cost me? Well, for your speed, hired help will run you about 1,200 ahead. Start taking on tougher jobs, and the more experience the runner, the higher the rates. I guess I'll pay the runners up front. Come see me when your business in the union's resolved. We'll see about putting together a team. How many ahead are we talking? Because I won't lie when I say I want to spend this money on other things. Dr. Castle glances up briefly from her charts, her impression. A friend, on the other hand, tracks your every move like some sort of humanoid raptor with a mouse under its shadow. Live to see another day, have you? Still have more work to be done, so that remains to be seen. As long as you end up here in the end and not in some organ grinder's table, I'm satisfied. Granted, a repeat customer means a person courting death more often than any good doctor should condone, but I suppose I can't dissuade you from your course of action. If only life was so simple. Very well, now let's talk about how I can help you ensure to make it back alive once more. How'd you fall in with this operation anyway, Doc? Dr. Castle pauses her work, setting down her tablet and appearing to grow introspective. I suppose you might expect that I had a fall from grace. Certainly that is the case with many of my peers. If not that, you could think that I was compelled to do this because a friend or family member became a Shadowrunner and I hurried to their assistance one fateful night. But in reality, the reality is that I grew up knowing this is what I would do with my life. My parents were both Shadowrunners, and very successful ones at that. So successful that they retired in a very large house and raised a litter of kids who grew up hearing the impossible tales of their parents' younger years. Of course, we were expressly forbidden to follow in their footsteps. We were all expected to attend university and take full advantage of the opportunities they had fought so hard to give us. So, Mom and Dad were proud to see me pursuing the medical degree, and they had only minor reservations about me applying that expertise to the treatments of Shadowrunners. After all, they would never have survived long enough to meet and fall in love if not for the ministrations of several street doctors along the way. So I suppose you could say I was born into this life after a fashion. She picks up her tablet and resumes her work. Anything else I can help you with? Just look at how expensive your cyberware is. Ugh. Oh, so I do need this in order to use the deck in the first place. Alright. I suppose I shouldn't spend it all in one place. Let's see. My current essence will be 4.5 or 4 after operation. So I'm going to be able to afford either a bunch of either ors here. I could get the cyber legs and the plastic bone lacing, or the cyber legs and the cyber arm. But honestly, the bone lacing is probably better in the longer run. Cyber workout, yeah, essence loss. I suppose I don't have to worry too much about that. Oh wait, do you have more to say, or are you just? Nah, I think you're done. Let's see, Cyberdex. Yep, requires decking 3. Miraku's best deck and easily modified for the streets. I suppose I'll just take the Sony CTY for now. I won't lie, I have no clue how any of this works. But this one gives us healing for 40 IP, so... Oh wait, IP, not HP. This isn't magic shit. This is decking, running, whatnot. Mind you, the only reason I'm even bothering with half of this is because, well, I just want to be... I don't know why you're bothering with that. Confirm? Oh. That's the deck. Okay. The only other thing I can think of is just grabbing a program that would benefit us outside of combat. Or in combat, rather. Reduces AP of target by 1 for 2 rounds. That's pretty good. Alright, so... what was it you had? Alright, you had weapons. Ooh, do you have any better melee weapons? You do not. You sicken me. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand. It's just, come on. Tell me about yourself, Buster. Were you military? After a fashion, yes, sir. Surgeon in the 31st California Military. Militia, rather. It's no longer a recognized unit, and there are those who would say it never were. But someone had to stand up to the tier, and it fell to us. Tier Tarngeir? Yes, sir. I was in Cal Free when the elves came marching down from the north in 36. After the UCAS pulled their support, we had little in the ways of any organized defense. But what we did have was a stockpile of weapons and ammo down in Oakland. The locals in NoCal held out long enough for us to bring the heat, and I tell you, all the magic hoo-ha in the world ain't enough to stop a V11 Hot Rock from cracking your dome. We drove them elves all the way back to Eureka, but I pushed them all the way back to Portland too, but some ninny down south reached out to the Japanese for aid and got our own version of Normandy for the trouble. Things went to hell in the handbasket from there. Don't much like to talk about those later days. Well, let's talk guns instead. Or not. How about you, Mr. Mesmer? Our set of clothes? Sure. I know I'm not that far in the game, but I'm getting the distinct sensation that I'm not going to have too much to look forward to when it comes to armor. Fellow child, 6th world. Tell me a bit about yourself, Algernon. My story is not so different from those who have come before. I am but a merchant, though one whose wares are far from mundane. I came here from Tier Tarngeir 4 years ago, after the governor of Seattle signed an exclusive trade agreement with the Council of Princes. And so, as the flow of magical goods came to pass through the city's ports, so have I. At times I miss the Tier, but as unlikely as it may sound, this new home of mine is far more interesting. And you were just, yeah, you're the one that sells magic, which is not Tormund's thing. Alright, so how do I organize my deck? Cyberware. I'm kind of now assuming that all I have to do is buy this stuff and it becomes available. Hit with magic, no. Using deck and ring, chance to hit with computer programs or Jones. Reduces the chance to be hit by programs in the Matrix. Whoa. I think I'm... I'm eyeing shotgun for close combat. Overwatch, if not yet unlocked. Well, now I have to see what the hell overwatching is. Besides a mediocre shooter game. Was that me taking a pot shot at a game I don't play? Abso-freaking-lutely. Ah, there lies the problem. I can't see what Overwatch does until I'm actually in combat. Give me a moment. Okay, so the way it works is that when you set it up, and you do have to set up, it pretty much makes it so as you watch over an area, and if anyone tries to do anything or move in that area, you respond automatically by attacking them. And you can do this with melee weapons and ranged weapons, which is pretty neat. Which is indeed pretty neat. However, not sure I'm all that needy for it right now. I don't know. I'm kind of all wiffly waffly back and forth on some of these things. If you haven't noticed, I'm terrible when it comes to character creation along a path. Hell, even my current Kingmaker character, I'm constantly back and forth, going like, man, do I want this ability? Do I want that ability? Do I want this ability? Ooh, maybe this ability. And so on and so forth. I don't see why I can't level up here, though. Oh, right. I need the close combat to be high in the first place to get melee weapons. I'm really hoping I didn't screw up kind of, sort of, maybe by, A, spending the money I did, and B, spending the karma where I have. Or am I an idiot? And yeah, okay. I am an idiot. Perpetual idiot. Hello, Jessica. Nerps. At a glance, you can tell that Sam's sister Jessica is from a different world, the opposite of Sam in almost every respect. Her suit is tailored, her eyes are sharp, and her style exudes authority. As opposed to mine, which shows I'm either going on holiday or took Casual Tuesdays a little too seriously. She eyes you up and down warily. She does a good job of hiding it, but it is clear that she is well outside her comfort zone. Yes, and you are. My friends call me Tormund, and I counted Sam among them. That's funny, I didn't think Sam had any friends. Friendship is defined a little bit differently in the shadows. I suppose it would have to be. So you're the one I was told about on the phone? A woman called herself Coyote contacted me this morning to inform me that my brother was dead, that I should come to this place and speak to someone about an investigation. That's right, and I'm hoping you can help me get to the bottom of this. I don't know what use I'll be. Just answer a few questions is all. Alright, but... She then furrows her brow, regarding you more critically. You're not with the police, are you? Do I look like I'm with the police? Yeah, I'm getting that a lot lately. But no. By the look on her face, she is clearly struggling with this. I'll be honest, I would just as soon put this all behind me, and the fastest way to do that is through proper channels. Surely there is an official office investigation, a police investigation going on. Why not let the professionals handle this? Lone Star? Professionals? Not the one I've seen. Well, you must have better things to do than waste your time searching for whoever killed my low-life brother. First, Sam was a friend. Second, I am being paid for my troubles. She seems genuinely surprised. Someone's paying you? I find it hard to believe that anyone who really knew Sam would put up the money. Who is it? Actually, Sam hired me himself. I don't understand. It's called a dead man switch, triggered when he died. Am I to believe that a drunken sot of a brother hired you to find the person who killed him after he died? Her boardroom mask drops momentarily, and in a sigh she reveals a brief glimpse of real emotion. I left Seattle to get away from Sam and his bullshit. Now I'm back, he's dead, and I still have to deal with him. She composes herself, and in a breath, the mask is back in place. Listen to me, Tormund. You seem like a decent person, but I'm trying to move on with my life. Our mother killed herself last year, and Sam, well, Sam was Sam, you know? I've worked so hard to put my family issues behind me. I don't want to see this drag on. You're not asking me to quit, are you? No, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I'm sort of doubting that she can, but okay. Your brother had my back when I needed him. I can't walk away from this. Are we talking about the same man? My brother was worthless, Tormund. Worthless. He used people. She sighs. She's done. Never mind. I can see that you're not going to let this go, and I respect that you are honoring my brother's memory in your own way. But I hope you can understand how emotional this is for me. Her demeanor instantly changes, from reluctant to helpful in the span of a single meditative breath. Maybe you can do things in a way that the police can't, and maybe I can help. What do you need from me? When was the last time you spoke or saw Sam? It's been ages. Can't even remember. There was a note on Sam's body. Sounded like an apology. An offer to meet up and bury the hatchet. It was signed Jessica. I wrote many such notes in the beginning, but I haven't made such an effort in a long time now. I don't know why he would have kept it. Where were you on the night of Sam's murder? I will overlook the implied accusation and tell you that I was at a fundraiser all evening. Very crowded fundraiser. Did Sam have any enemies? Sam's biggest enemy was Sam. I don't know any others. You would likely know better than me these days. Were you and your brother even remotely close? I think I made my feelings about Sam pretty clear. Don't you? You don't seem to care whether his killer faces justice. Of course I want justice. I just can't let him drag me down again. Show her the picture of her and Sam as kids. Jessica takes the photo from you guardingly, as it might sting her, but that guard drops the moment she looks at it. Where did you find this? Sam's bunk. Can't believe he kept this. You look so much alike as kids, and happy. Smiles, though, through a brief revere. You were twins, partners in crime, best friends. What happened between you two? Things were different back then. We were different. We were a family. Then after our father died, things began to change, and he couldn't get back to a new normal. With our dad around, there was always a reassured order to our lives. But after everything got mixed up, you can never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone. The remorse plays wet across her eyes, and it seems that she's not just talking about her father. Jessica then steels herself to tell the rest. Sam tried to be the man of the house. He truly did, but he couldn't handle it, and pretty soon he had spent every dime of our father's life insurance. Every dime. After that was gone, with Mom working 2-3 jobs, he spent all her money too. Couldn't stand the way he abused her trust, so finally I just had to leave. She holds the photo forward, one part of her ready to relinquish it along with the past, and another looking to hold on to both. May I keep this? Sure, I got what I needed from it. Thank you. Tell me about your mother and her death. She was a devout Catholic. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that she sacrificed her life for Sam and me. But she turned a blind eye to what Sam was becoming, refused to acknowledge his downward slide. I couldn't watch her do it anymore, and so I moved out. After I left, we drifted further and further apart. I wasn't here when she died. In fact, I didn't even know about it until I returned to Seattle 5 months ago. Where were you living before you moved back here? Cal-free? Or it brought you back down? It was less of what brought me there and what made me leave here. I felt lost in Seattle, so I moved to California to see if I could find myself. Boy, I knew that feeling. And did you? Actually, yes. While I was there, I developed a whole new outlook on life, a vision for what the world could become, and I I came back here to help make it happen. I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Miss Watts. Just as well, I need to get back to the office. Before you go, you should know that I'm reinterring my mother's body tomorrow. I'm arranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral is tomorrow at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament, 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome to attend. Wouldn't miss it. Goodbye, Tormund. I hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe. Karma. I probably could have used that karma to increase my body in comparison. Karma. Kirby defer. Okay. I suppose I could just use that too for decking. I'm not planning on super investing in decking. I just want to be able to have some other options open, you know? God help me. I like having my options. I think the only thing left would be to talk to... What's this space up there? Like, don't get me wrong. I like the punchy and I like the talky. But I like also the ability to hack. I don't know, it's one of those additional option things that I like having. But I'm going to save, call an episode. When we return, we're going to form up a team with Mr. Delilah here. And then, maybe see about getting back into that warehouse. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you're all enjoying this series as much as I'm loving playing it so far. And as always, I hope to see you all in the next video. Take care. Cheers.